Guys, welcome back to the channel. Now the question that you all want to know is, can Pulsechain and Pulsex steal 10,000x? Can it come close to what Hex achieved in 2021? This product went up over 1,000,000%, and even though it's down 98%, it's still up 65,000% from its lows. Now this isn't the full chart, but the question is, can we see Pulsechain and Pulsex replicate this success? I'm going to answer that in this video. You're going to get the truth and nothing but the truth. Now, before I get into the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, click the bell notification icon so you can stay up to date with all my recent videos. Remember, guys, nothing that you see in this video is financial advice, so always make sure to do your own independent research. And with that being said, pause the video, click the link in my description, join the Telegram group, the free Telegram group, so you can stay up to date with all my recent updates, news updates, technical updates, and much more. Now, Hex, you all should know, is the OG project. This is Richard Heart's first project, right? And then, of course, under that, we have Pulsechain Pulsex and other projects as well. But the question is, can Pulsechain and Pulsex come close to the success of Hex still? Now, to answer this question, we first must look back, right? So we see similar patterns to what is currently occurring with Pulsechain and Pulsex, right? And I'll show you that shortly. We saw the initial sell-off of Hex selling off over 90%, over 96%, and then going up over well over 100, I believe over 200,000% within the space of 3 months or so, right? It was absolutely incredible. Now, we've now seen the completion of the sell-off, the 90+% sell-off. That has already occurred. Let me just show you the chart. So that mission has been complete, and I'll just show you this now. And again, remember, past performance is no indicator of future success, but remember, it gives us a glimpse of what is possible. Now, Pulsechain itself, from its lows, sells off over, let's call it 90%. It's now starting to make its way to the upside. And so far, we're still nowhere near our highs, but so far, this project from its lows is up currently 370%, right? 370%. Now, as it stands, if you're watching this video, you're currently looking at the overall market. You've seen how Pulsechain and Pulsex has performed. You're also looking at Hex and saying, but Hex is down. So, and obviously the ongoing case of the SEC, it's very hard to be optimistic here. Let me just make this full. It's very hard to be optimistic. It's very hard to see the vision of the future. It's very hard to see this performing 1/10 of what Hex achieved last cycle, let alone 1,000,000+%. But this is where a lot of people go wrong. If it was so clear cut, if it was so easy, everybody would be on board right now. And unfortunately, or should I say fortunately, the gains really are made for people that could not necessarily buy in early, but people that are in early, DCA, hold their positions, profit take properly, right? So don't just sell off all their coins once they make a 10x or so, or even 100x or so, right? But if you can DCA properly at the lows, well done for those of you that have. Take advantage of the other projects in the ecosystem. We'll talk about some of those shortly. But I believe, let's forget 1,000,000%. I think 100,000% for Pulsechain, Pulsex, and some other tokens is very much achievable. And again, that's just my personal opinion, right? I actually think that is very much achievable. Now, I want to show you all how this works, right? Because again, it was very easy to show the 1,000,000%, the 200,000+% on Hex, back testing, but let me show you the difference in percentage gains. And remember, this is not the full chart. Now, let's just say somebody that buys in at, let's just say towards, we will say from the top of, not even the top, let's just say on the pullback now, right? So on the pullback that's occurred with Hex on the 3rd of Feb 2021. Now, buying at this stage and in 2021 and buying at the top, so there we go, buying at the top, let's just say holding till May. Again, I just want to make it very clear to everyone, would be So from Feb till May is a 10x, just under a 10x. Now, if you bought from the lows on the 20th of, well, this isn't actually the lows, but if you bought from the 22nd of November 2020 to this area, that is a 3,000%. That's a huge difference. Even if we extend this going into July, you can see holding for a month extra, 3,000%. And let me show you the difference here, right? So the difference here is, wait for it. Let's go up, let's go up, let's go up. We go 3,000, there we go. You can see over almost 9,000%. So 8,700%. So you can see the differences just by where you enter and how you enter. The same would be for Pulsechain and Pulsex. And I think actually buying anywhere below the all-time highs ensures that we not necessarily achieve a 10,000x or so, right? Because it also depends on your profit taking targets. It depends on how much this moves within the next months or next few months, and also year or whatever, the bull cycle essentially, because that's when I believe most of the gains will be made, right? But it's all about when you enter, right? Somebody can enter this right now, achieve, let's say they achieve 100x holding. Somebody can achieve buy right now and achieve maybe a 10x, right? So it all depends on your strategy. Do I believe that 10,000 plus percent, 10,000x can still be achieved? To answer this, yeah, I do believe that's the case. Obviously, depending if the project survives, right? It has to survive. So if let's just say Richard Heart loses the case of the SEC, let's say things escalate further and it turns out more negatively, etc., and the project ends up dying, then of course no. But if it overcomes all the obstacles, the SEC hasn't been having a great time at the moment anyway, so yeah, that speaks volumes itself. But it's all about your entry. It's all about how you profit take. But are the gains going to be available? I actually believe they are, which is why I gave out a new play for our members, a coin in the Pulsechain ecosystem that we believe will achieve a 50x in the short term, right? We actually gave out that position. It achieved 120+% in less than 48 hours. If you want to catch the coins that we're buying on Pulsechain, this particular coin that we think is going to do very, very well in the short term, now's the time to click the link below and join my Crypto Crew Premium. Now that's our exclusive Telegram group. Now, why should you listen to us? We called the top performing coin last year, which was Bonk token, that achieved a 13,000% gain. We call that under a $50 million market cap. We also call the market bottom on the 29th of November 2022. We also called Solana under $12 last year, and the list goes on and on, right? So if you want to be a part of our community, exclusive community, get access to that project that we believe will achieve a 50x in the short term, click the link below, join the Crypto Crew Premium channel now. Again, the link is in my description. Until the next update, seize the day.